Russ, hey Sipho, thank you very much indeed for your time. Okay, Advocate Nomgcobo Jiba under fire, but did she come out swinging yesterday?
Well, a very good morning to you and our viewers at home. Well, she started off with an interesting strategy yesterday with a prepared speech that was very much emotional, heavy, stating that she has worked at the NPA for a total of 27 years and that by the time she was promoted to NPA deputy head, she had worked about 17 years. So essentially trying to, trash the argument that she is incompetent or not qualified enough for the promotions that she's received at the NPA, but she particularly singled out her colleague, Vili Hofmeyer, who's also a deputy head at the NPA. You will know that the NPA has about 4 deputy heads. She singled out Vili Hofmeyer as having problems to report to a black female leader within the NPA. She said that the likes of Vili Hofmeyer and former colleague that is Glenys Breitenberger did not seem to celebrate her promotions. So, putting the gender and race argument there as to why she had a number of challenges within the NPA in terms of the support from her colleagues. Those colleagues, of course, they came here to the inquiry a few weeks ago and made a number of damning allegations, allegations of political interference, allegations attaching Giba to the former president Jacob Zuma and doing his bidding. Breitenberg, of course, also made a number of allegations saying that, she did not think that Giba was qualified for her job and that there were more experienced people that were overlooked and instead Giba was the one who got promoted.
Sipho, yeah, as you mentioned, she did mention former and current colleagues. We have a bit of a clip on that. Let's play it now.
I have never felt so betrayed by my own institution in my entire life. When I was paraded before a court as a criminal, merely for exercising a discretion, I was extremely disappointed and hurt that the institution found it so easy to turn tables, charge me for doing my job, and leave those that are supposed to go and answer for the wrong acts that they have committed.
Sipho, as you heard, you did some reporting describing what she said as a bit of a liberating opportunity to come before the inquiry to address some of these damning allegations. What did she say about the Bosasa issue?
Well, yes, she did say that, describe this inquiry as a liberating opportunity to give her side of the story. And one of the issues that she touched on is that Bosasa issue, the allegation that was made, a state of capture commission, that she had received a bribe of about 100,000 rands. She flatly denied that, saying that she has never received any sort of money from Bosasa. She does not know who Grizi is, whom T is. So really just dismissing any sort of links to Bosasa officials. But just maybe, Blaine, to go back to that clip that we just played right now, where she said that she was hurt when she was paraded in court when she faced those perjury charges. Really, that is something that she spoke strongly about, and that's when she was very emotional, saying that she felt that the NPA had betrayed her because she was simply doing her job when she authorized those racketeering charges against former KZN Hawks boss Johan Boysen. Of course, we know that that decision was later slammed by the courts as unlawful, but she still believes that in principle, Johan Boysen still needs to face questions or to go to court over, the Kaito minor death squad. So she still believes that the essence of it, that is taking Johan Boysen to court, needs to happen. Perhaps she will do it differently to avoid, of course, criticism from the courts, but she believes that it was the right call.
Yeah, she was addressing a number of allegations. One of them, as you mentioned, was the Bosasa bribery allegations. We've got a clip of that. Let's play it now.
I want to state it on record. I have never been paid any sum of 100,000 by Mr. Agrizi, by Mr. MT, by Mr. Watson, and all of those names that are mentioned there. never been paid any 100,000 by anybody. My salary comes from the NPA.
Sipho, we are asking our viewers to give us their thoughts on what they, their impressions about Nomgcobo Jiba's testimony yesterday at the Mokgoro Enquiry. You can send it to @theagenda_SABC. Sipho, what can we expect today?
Well, today it's Advocate Lawrence Mrwebi who's back on the stand for cross-examination. You remember this was a very big week for the inquiry because both Mrwebi and Giba took to the stand. Mrwebi took to the stand on Wednesday, and now he will be cross-examined. And similar to Giba, of course, Mrwebi also denied receiving bribes from Bosasa, and also again stood by his decision to withdraw charges against Richard Mdluli. So essentially just painting a picture of themselves being perhaps victims of political conspiracies within the NPA, but not really taking any responsibility for any possible wrongdoing. So today they are going to, Mrwebi is going to be cross-examined, and as we understand, Giba's testimony that she gave yesterday will also be cross-examined on Monday. So it's not the end of the road in terms of Giba. She will also be taking the stand again on Monday when she faces cross-examination.
Sipho Stuurman, keeping an eye on things in Centurion. Thank you very much indeed, sir, for your reporting. Wow, Mpumalanga Premier Sipho Stuurman will deliver her maiden State of the Province address.